Hello guys, my name is Arun. I will tell you how to install SCCM in the home and how you can create SCCM lab in your home desktop or your laptop. For this lab environment you will need at least 16 GB of RAM because I have created a real scenario like we have in our organization for the SCCM. In this scenario I have a domain controller, a cache server, primary site, and instead of using the distribution point DP, I am using a secondary site here and our client. So we are running 1 2 3 4 5 machines, and to run 5 machines at one time you will need at least 16 GB of RAM. Okay, but if you don't want to run secondary site, you can just remove it. Okay, we can use distribution point directly from the primary site. Okay, we will discuss that thing later. Okay, now so this is our domain controller. We will make this machine our domain controller and it will be our cache. So many of you might think, what is cache? Cache is the first top site in the cache hierarchy, in the SSM hierarchy. Is the topmost site in the SSM hierarchy. After the cache we have the primary sites. Okay, so let's do it. So first thing what we will do is configure the network settings for all of these sites. And what I need now is that internet connectivity should work in cache and primary, because I am going to install SSM in for the cache and for the primary. So I need the internet connection. Okay, and for this right now, what is my network settings? Let's check. Okay, network adapter right now is been set to bridge. Okay, I will change it to custom and VMnet 0. If you go into the okay virtual network editor, you will see okay, you will see that bridge is running on VMnet 0. So when we are choosing VMnet 0, it is same as the bridge. The difference that we are now making a custom network for our virtual machines. So choose this one, and the same goes for this machine also. Choose this one. And the to benefit of installing the cache site in your lab environment is that you will be able to know how the replication work in SSM 2012 work between primary and the cache site. So you will also learn the replication issues and how to resolve them. Because if you will just install a standalone primary site, you will don't need the okay. So one minute. Okay. hmm. So this is the IP which I am getting from that network is 192.168.31.200 and gateway is 31.1 and DNS is 31.1. Okay, and now we will change the network settings ncpa.cpl. And we will use the same gateway. Okay, and we will use the same gateway as it is, and for right now just give it the same. Hmm. Uh, okay, so what we have done. Mm, oh, by mistake we had given this 192.168. Hmm. Okay, guys, we will leave it blank. Okay, and now go in this. And let's first check what is the IP it is getting. 246. Guys, we will give the same IP address. The main concern for us is here that the internet connectivity should work. That's why we are doing these network settings. Stay 31, and the network should ping with each other. Uh, 246, 168.31.1, and here on this DNS server we need to give the IP address of the domain controller, because when we join this machine to the domain, it should have the DNS. It should have the IP in the DNS of the domain controller. Only then it can be joined in the domain controller. It can be joined in the domain. Okay, now so we will give the IP of our domain controller. Okay, so network settings are done, and now what we need to do is rename the computer name. Give a some. Okay, this is okay. Okay, DC. Okay, I already changed the name to DC, so I will let it be like this. This is okay, and let me check. Okay, here the name is also changed to cache, so it is also fine. So computer name has been changed, network settings has been given, and now the third step I will do is change the local password policy. Actually, I don't like to give the complex password by giving a capital and some special characters. So first I will do is change the local password policy. Go into the local group policy, and password policy. Okay, here is the option maximum it is enabled, we will disable it. Line 0, okay, that's all right. And now I will change the password of admin, local admin. Yes, dot. Now we don't need to give a long complex password. Okay, I am giving my name Arun as a password, and it is taken. So I got rid of the complex password, and now everything has been done. Now the next step is to make this machine a domain controller. For this we need to go into the add and role features. Okay, and in add and role features we just need to choose Active Directory domain service, only this option. Don't touch any of this right now, and install. Okay guys, I am pausing this video till this process is completed. Okay guys, the installation has been completed. If you see, there is a yellow icon comes, it asks you to promote this server to a domain controller. Now we will create a domain, add a domain.com. Okay guys, okay, still working. It is taking a long time. And I will drop a link of my Facebook file. If you guys have any question, just ping me there on the Facebook, I will help you. And now the benefit of changing the password policy will also be here. I will give simple Aaron. And guys, one more thing here, when you are performing this step, creating a domain, just make sure your admin account, either you should log in with the admin account, or your admin account should have a password, because when you installing a server, you are logged in you are login using a normal account. Like here I have login using Arun R, which is created when I was installing this machine. So you need to go to this you have to go to this user, local user and groups, and here you have to click on this and click on set password. If you will not do that, you will get a error here on this tab, but right now I already logged in with administrator account, so I didn't get any error. Okay, now I will click on install. Okay guys, I am pausing the video again and I will continue it when it will be done. Okay, so domain has been created now. Let's check. So this is our fully qualified domain name, fqdn dc.arun.com. This is our domain arun.com, and so far internet is working here and here too. And now let's turn off the firewall. Okay, firewall has been switched off, and off the firewall from here also. Guys, in the real organization scenario, we don't turn off the firewall actually, but it is a lab, so we are doing this. In the real scenario, organization scenario, what we do is we make exception in the window firewall. Okay, so everything is okay. Now let's check by pinging both the systems. Ping cache. Okay, and from the cache let's ping DC. It's working. DNS. Okay. Okay. Oh, it should be DNS lookup arun.com. Okay, DNS is working properly. Let's check and let's look up. Okay, DNS is working fine. Okay, everything is working fine. Now let's add this PC in the domain. Give arun.com. So DNS is working fine. Okay, there is one more thing before doing this. I forget to create a user, a domain admin user. Okay, first let's do this. Open the Active Directory users and computers. We can open that from here, or we can open this from here. Both will work. I will pin this to taskbar. So I will create a user. New, go to the user. One more thing left. Before we created a domain controller on this machine, we changed the local group policy. So, and now this PC is a domain controller. We need to change the password policy using the using the group policy management now. on a domain level, because the local group policy will not work now. That will work only for the local user like the admin. But if I am creating a new user on the domain, so that local policy will not work for that user. So we will change the policy. Okay, so I'm giving a name is password policy. Okay, so guys, what I am doing right now is I am changing the password policy of the domain, so it will replicate to all machines within the domain. I will tell you again if you miss it. So to change the password policy on a domain level, you need to open group policy management and expand it. Then here it is your domain, and here I right click on create a GPO and link it here. So this is my password policy name. Now we need to edit it. Go into the edit. Actually we are just creating group policy now. Okay. Windows settings, security settings, yeah, here it is, account policy. So where is the complex requirement? Yes, here it is. I will disable it, and I will enable this 0. Right click and forced. Okay, so it is done. Now we got the rid of complex password policy on the domain level. Now come to the user section, right click, new user. Okay, Aaron. So as we change the password policy on a domain level, now we'll see I can give my name as a password. There is no need to give capital or special characters. See, the password has been changed to my name only. So this is the benefit of changing the password. Okay, it is showing that error because the policy is still not reflecting. We need to do GP update. Whenever you create any policy, sometimes you need to do GP update / force to implement that policy. Now let's try. See, it's worked now. Okay, so our own user has been created. Now we need to add this user in some of the admin accounts. Member of add. We are making this user as a domain admin account so that we can use single user in all of our SCCM lab scenario. It will also be the admin account of SQL and also be the admin account of SCCM. So we need to give the full privilege to this user. Okay, so I will add this account in the administrators. Where is domain admin? Okay. Schema admin. that's fine. And enterprise admin also. Okay, so that's okay. Now this is a admin account now. And now add this machine in the domain now. And now here I will use my Arun account. Okay, this machine had been added to the Arun domain. Restart. So guys, till now we have done just these small things just to make our work easier. We have changed the password policy first for the local accounts, and then we have done the same for the domain accounts. We have configured our network settings so that our PC should have internet connections and also ping to each other. So these are the some basic. Okay guys, I am stopping this video here right now. I will create another video